Yo, konnichiwa sensei, watashi wa namae wa Kenchin desu. And this is my vlog on do and do not and unique culture in Japan. Do bow down appropriately because this show respect on anyone who you're talking with. Boy, bow with your hands and sides for men and boys, or clasp in the lap, women and girls. It is also a very important non-verbal communication in Japan. And do not forget to say ojama shimasu when entering a house or a private place, which means something like I am going to disturb you. And of course, say ojama shimasu shita, which means I have made and disturbance when leaving someone's place. And unique culture, giving a kind is giving a tip is kind of a thing in some countries expect from Japan, because it conveys a message that the business must be well off and needs extra money, which is kinda rude for them. That's all. If you want to know more about in Japan, please don't skip this video. Your next Joel Tabal. Rochiko onegaishimasu.
Unique cultural practices in Japan. Public sleeping. Kampai, a reverent social convento. Do pour soy sauce into the little soy sauce dish and dip your sashimi in it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jepson Tamon from Gas 11-1. And this day, I'm going to discuss one of the do's and don'ts and unique cultural practices in Japan. Whenever you visit Japan, you should be adventurous with trying new kinds of foods. This way, you're showing them respect by eating their foods, such as sushi, tempura, shabu-shabu, and
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
Stop clapping.
more. However, if you're going to eat there is something that you shouldn't do, and it is blowing your nose at the table. Therefore, you should do it in more private area, such as restroom. Lastly, since Japan is not like any other country, they also have some unique cultural practices, and one of them are not tipping. Pretty unique and surprising at the same time, isn't it? Based on my research, you shouldn't leave a tip in any situation when visiting Japan, because when you do that, they believe that you're conveying a message that states that the business must not be well off and needs extra money. And that's all, folks. Now we're moving on to the next person that will present you the other do's and don'ts and other unique cultural practices in Japan. Do me the honor, Mr. John Doe Villanueva.
Good evening, ma'am. I'm John Doe Villanueva from Gas 11 Y1-1. And here are the things that you should do and should not do when you are in Japan. First off is that you should always be adventurous, especially that's a nice country. You should try a lot of new things like eating new food, going out other places. And second is that when you are in Japan, basically you're in a restaurant, you should not sneeze on in the table or cough in the table. You should do it in the restroom. That's all. Thank you.
Do's and don'ts in Japan. First is do's. When you talk Japanese people, you can use this body language or hand gesture, because in this way you show them that you respect them in your conversation. Because when you do this, it means to them that you are listening well and that you fully understand what they saying in your conversation. And in don'ts, don't look into the eye when you talk to Japanese people, because in Japan, it is a sign of respect. Do not make eye contact with other people. Also, eye contact with other person during a conversation is considered rude in Japan, not like here in the Philippines. You can make eye contact with other people during your conversation. So when you plan to go there, you have to remember this. And lastly is unique cultural practice of people from Japan. Example is Bonenkai parties. Bonenkai in Japanese kanji is a Japanese drinking party which is held among coworkers, groups, or friends at the end of the year on December. The purpose of this party is to forget all of the troubles of the past year and to look to the new year and the new future ahead of them with hopes.
Nate Goyard.
Stay with me, little bitch, yeah, you know that I'm your man. You be capping like a snitch, no thoughts, no stamp. 2 hoes, 10 toes, new guac, new bands, new whip, new chips, new kicks.